Listen, stop overcomplicating your charts. As a beginner trader, many times people are trying to find all of the strategies. I want to learn this, I want to learn that. You need to pick one set of rules that you can follow and execute relentlessly that makes you profitable with a high ratio win rate. This might be the only TradingView workspace that you need, and it might make you want to delete your indicators because it's simplified with a 4-point checklist that has a built-in 3-point checklist that you can follow. And even if you don't know much about trading and you're new to trading, as I am as well, it's built based on an expert who's been trading for over a decade, and they put it in a way that allows people to start getting wins and be profitable even if they don't know much at all. It gives them certain things to look for, and then it even has preset stop losses, preset take profit 1, take profit 2, take profit 3. And I'm going to show you the things that you're going to be looking for as it relates to you knowing when it's time to press buy or when it's time to press sell. That way you make money regardless of the direction of the market. You don't care. You just want to know what the daily bias is in terms of what the market is doing for that particular day so you can make money at a high probability. And by high probability, this strategy has an 80% success rate. But I want you to see both the 4-point checklist system, which positions you for an A+ setup in a trade, and the 3-point system that positions you for a nice setup and trade as well. So let's dive into the details of how they both work. And if you want access to this system, it'll be a link down available below. All of those who've been rocking with me, y'all know y'all been grabbing it and getting access to it because it also has a bot option as well that trades based on those metrics as well, meaning that as you're learning and implementing and executing and getting familiar with how it all works, you can also be earning by leveraging the bot. That being said, let's dive into what you'll be looking for so you'll know how simplistic it is on the 5th grade level. So this is what we call a A+ setup. Simple, precise, powerful. And don't worry, I'll show you how it looks in real time on the chart as well. But look on the left side, A+ buy setup, meaning that you're looking for the market to go up and you're going to place a buy because you are expecting it to go even higher than when you press buy. You're looking for all greens. That equals a high probability trade. Going long, meaning that you're expecting it to go up, simply put. So the first thing you're looking for is the green buy signal. And I wouldn't say the first thing, but one of the things you're looking for is the green buy signal. It'll be a buy signal that pops up on the screen based on when you get access to this and have your indicators set up, and it's a proprietary information, so I can't show you the setup. But once you get access, it's going to populate a green buy signal. That's the indicator that prints the green buy signal, letting you know, okay, it's okay to execute this trade. The other thing you're looking for is a green bullish bias. That'll show up on the screen in the upper right-hand corner. It'll show up before the buy signal and let you know what the market is doing for that particular day. So the market bias means, okay, what direction is it favoring? Is it favoring going up, which is bullish, or is it favoring going down? And if it's a green bullish bias, meaning that it's favoring going up for the day, that's what you want to see as well. So that's number 2. The third thing you want to see is the green trend bar. So it looks like a wavelength or a volume. You want to see that being green, just pretty much a reiteration that it's trending upward. It's trending in the green. So you want to see that. Fourth thing you want to see is a green power line that's horizontal. This means that money is in the market. Liquidity is in the market. It's a nice amount of momentum in the market. And that's where you want to be able to get money out of the market because there's plenty of it there when you see that green bar. So that's very important. If it hits all 4 of those metrics, you now have an A+ buy setup and you can click buy. And it has an 80% success rate and positions you to just push the button based on what's already preset, even if you don't know much about trading. Now let's look at an A+ sell setup. Pretty much the same as on the other side, but reversed. So you're looking for a red sell signal. Just basically a signal that pops up and say, hey, this is a sell, confirmed sell. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for a red bearish bias. So in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see that the market is favoring going down. It'll say bearish. It'll be red. Then you're looking for the red trend bar, just basically the volume type icon wavelength that lets you know, hey, it's trending in the downward direction. And then you're looking for the green power line. So the green power line is powerful across the board because it lets you know that a nice amount of money is in the market. It has momentum. It can push in those directions. And now you have an A+ sell setup. Now, if that wasn't easy enough, I want to show you another thing that gives you a 3-point system to look at. And it helps you make money as well, even if all 4 of these things aren't met. But you need to know how to execute it strategically. Otherwise, you can lose money just by wishing and hoping and, having 3 out of the 4, and it makes you want to push buy because it's so close. But you got to do it strategically. So let's look at the 3-point system. So this is known as a modified quick scalp. 3 out of the 4 setup, 3 confirmations align, and it has to be a specific 3, not just any 3, a specific 3. So of course you want to have the buy signal, and this is for the buy setup. You want to have a green buy signal, green bullish bias in the upper right hand corner, the green trend bar, just basically confirming that the market is heading in the upward direction. But let's say you don't see the green power line and it's gray. The power line is gray and horizontal, which means that it's not as much money flowing into the market, but it is some. But the more money that flows into the market, the higher or lower it can push. But let's say it's gray. So this is the scalp method that you want to implement. And that's instead of you waiting for it to hit the take profit, because remember, it has a take profit that's already preset when you have the, this tool. It's going to have a take profit 1, 2, and 3. But if you're doing this and it doesn't have as much money momentum into the market, you want to take the signal with a modified take profit of halfway between the entry line and TP1. That's very important. So instead of you waiting for it to hit TP1, not that it can't, not that it won't, but because you know it's not as much influx of money coming in, you want to scalp and trade accordingly, meaning that you want to let it get halfway there and be like, all right, boom, I'm good. I'm pulling my money out. I'm taking my profits. And that's a strategy that positions you for success because now you have a game plan if all of the metrics aren't met and that power line is showing gray, but you still want to get in and see what money you can pull from the market. That's powerful just to have this as an option. And it makes you versatile in your style with using one set of rules, not trying to learn any and everything. You have one set of rules, and this simplifies the process. Let's look on the flip side. 3 out of the 4 setup, same thing. Red sell signal, red bearish bias, red trend bar. But let's say it's a gray power line. Scalp method, now you're hitting sell. You want to take the signal with the modified take profit of halfway between the entry line and take profit 1. So you'll see the entry. And instead of waiting for take profit 1, you're going halfway. Halfway. You lock in your profits, and now you have a 3-point system that you can use if these are the following metrics that you see. This is powerful, and I love this tool as a beginner trader because I know it can help other beginner traders and people that didn't even think they were interested in trading, but circumstances led them down the pathway to where they understood that they needed to know how to get money from the market and learn how to fish for themselves versus depending on someone else to provide signals and codes and things of that nature. They need to understand how to do it for themselves so they can have a skill set that allows them to become an asset. And that's the access that I want to provide to you. That link is available down below so you can get access to it. But I want you to see how it looks on the screen in real time so you can know what you're looking for and see how simple it is. So this is the chart, and this is the MNQ chart. And basically what I want you to see is what happens and what it looks like when you're looking for these 4 metrics to be hit. Now, this is a chart. It's moving right now. However, it's not I'm not executing a trade right now. I just want you to see what it looks like. I'm under the 15-minute chart. Typically, I may be under the 2-minute based on what was recommended to me, but I still want you to see what it looks like. So, and many people often ask, what times do I have to be there? I work a weird schedule, things of that nature. Is money being made at all times? So you want to be checking your charts whenever you get the opportunity to do so, but it will be some recommended times that you will be checking the charts. But let's talk about the things that you'll be looking for. So in the upper right hand corner, you see the daily bias. It's either going to say bullish, bearish, or neutral. If it's neutral, you just sit and wait. Patience is key when it comes to trading. If it's bullish, that means you're looking for the market to go up. But you also look for 3 other things. Remember, you're looking for a buy signal right here. This is the mobile version, so you see confirm buy signal that showed up. And at this time that this one showed up, it was about 2:15 in the morning. Now, I know many people won't be up, but those who had a bot, depending on your settings, may have caught this. But sometimes it's not necessarily, recommended per se to have your bot running overnight. You just have to get used to it and accustomed to it. But some people are up at this time and they could have checked and caught this confirmed buy signal, because not only did it have a confirmed buy, underneath that it also had the power bars and the power trend underneath it. So that was an A+ setup at that time, that if a person executed the buy and left their phone or their laptop alone and just let it do what it do, they would have hit the take profit mark, because the take profit mark was hit at 7:30 a.m. based on my time, which means that before they got up good, before the day had even really started good, they could have been in profits in this example. Now, of course, there's other times where it may happen at different hours. I just want this to serve as an example of what it looks like. You may be looking at the screen and then, it reaches a point to where it shows the confirmed buy. And once I get good at leveraging this tool, I'll be able to actually do replays so you can see what it looks like versus me showing it as if it's past tense. But it still, hopefully you get the point. But once that confirmed buy has been laid out, as you can see, it has the preset take profit 1, take profit 2, take profit 3. And you see the probability of it hitting the take profit 3 is smaller. You can look at all of those little dots, letting you know, hey, it could. But, it's not as high a percentage win rate. Like this one has like an 80% chance of it eventually hitting that TP1 after you place the trade. You can place a trade. Some people like to look at it, but keep in mind, you don't know how long it may take, but it's an 80% chance that it's going to hit that mark that day and you not lose money and you end up with profits. That's the key. So being able to take it, execute, and then you come back later and see, okay, am I in profit or am I at a loss? Okay. And then you take notes on what took place. And as long as you're executing the plan and not trying to overcomplicate it or tweak it or learn all of these different things, you can win in this. And I want you to trust yourself and believe in yourself enough to know that you can win in this. Because sometimes people are like, I know other people can do it, but can I do it? I've had that same thought with trading because it was like learning a new language. But now that this has introduced itself, I'm like, oh, I see how this can be helpful. So that's why when I'm talking about this, I'm not even using a lot of trading lingo. For one, I'm a beginner as well. Although I've been understanding, buy low, sell high type metrics in business and investing. As far as trading goes, I'm a beginner as well. So I'm going to come from a conversational standpoint that's not talking about this is the falling wedge, this is a spinning top, this is the, bullish, bearish flag and things of that nature, because most people don't understand it. However, what most people can do is say, okay, what's the daily bias? Do I see a buy signal? They know their colors, so they can say, this is green, this is green. Let me hit buy. Okay, TP stands for take profit, not 12 play. Take profit. Okay, perfect. Let me, let it be known that my profits may hit here. Or people may look at the 3-part system, the 3-point system, and say, okay, I got a daily bias to this. I got a confirmed buy signal. I see the momentum is green, but this is gray. Okay, instead of me waiting for the full take profit, let me go halfway. And then they would have been in profit a little bit earlier that day, like 5:45 a.m. at the halfway mark, give or take. They would have hit their profit mark then based on the 3-point rule. So hopefully this helps. Hopefully this lets you know and gives you confidence that this is something I can do. Once it's set up and now you're learning, and we recommend that once you get started, if you're brand new, start using a demo account. I'm intentionally using demo accounts when doing the trades so I can say, look, I was there too. I did the same thing because I wanted to be the person who went through the same motions that the beginner would go through in order to learn that they can be profitable as a trader and get money out of the market. If you want access to this system, this tool, the link will be available down below. All you have to do is tap it. It'll let you know what you need to do. If you do not grab it right then and there, just be sure to keep that document handy so you can go grab the direct link directly from it whenever you are ready. But most people, when they see it, they're like, okay, I'm ready. I want the system that gives me the ability to have all of these things already in place. But some people are like, nah, I want that system. Plus, I want the bot option as well. To each his own. The choice is yours. Mr. Smith, signing out. Salute.